snap! My fault, did I scare you? Today we got some Codenamesuper. We did one of his reactions. It was the Naruto versus Sasuke fight. But hold on though, we got another legendary fight right here. Now please tell me you remember this.
Yeah! He went to a little ball or whatever or some shit. Or did somebody save him? I forgot. But that might have been with Sasuke. Cause Sasuke versus the he went to a little ball. And then Sasuke said, Sorry! And then Sasuke got his arm smoked because he got
Yo, bro, low-key, I don't know what you're talking about.
Hey, that's what I remember.
Hey, maybe you more of a Naruto fan than me?
Nah.
Anyway, so I was gonna talk about whoever made the choreography deserves a raise. And also, when he took the weights off his feet.
Oh yeah, he said, Doom!
Bro, when I saw that, and like, it made me feel like I could really go and box up my damn brother, bro. He would always get me tight.
He's like, I could do that too.
Yeah, like I really wanted to go 1v1 my brother, bro.
That's facts.
Cause he was annoying. But anyways, how Rock Lee put the dog, an underdog, against Gaara. Shout out to Codenamesuper. Link to the original video down below. Go check it out. And with that being said, real quick, we have a gaming channel, DNA. If you guys want to go ahead and check it out, please do so.
DNA. If you ain't sub to DNA, use a fraud.
Fake!
Oh, yeah. It's about time we talk about that boy Rock Lee. And what better fight to do it than this one?
Of course.
So let's get into it. So after the worst track run of fights of all time happened, I'm talking Sakura versus Ino, Naruto versus Kiba, and Neji versus Hinata.
Oh yeah, first of all, my man farted.
And won. Farted in the nigga face and won.
Yeah. And then Neji 1v1 his sister and really
beat the fuck out of her ass.
Like,
oh my god.
Sakura versus Ino, Naruto versus Kiba, and Neji versus Hinata.
Oh
Kishimoto said, hold up, enough of these NyQuil fights. I gotta hit him with that heat. And he got to it. So boom, that random ass HD flat screen TV they had started selecting fighters. And the first fighter it selected was Gaara. And you know what he does? He hits this little teleportation thing to go to the middle of the arena. You know he couldn't wait to do that shit. And I can't blame him. After watching those 3 weak ass fights, I gotta keep my mind occupied somehow. I'd be on my Vegeta timing too, taking my time figuring out how to pull up. The TV started selecting the next fighter, and 99% of the remaining fighters were not trying to see him in the ones. So you know they were out there sweating. But notice how I said 99 because one was straight up ready, and his name is Rock Lee. He's selected, and look at what he's doing. He's up there shadow boxing, no fear in his heart. He said, I'm built for this. He jumps down to the middle and hits that iconic pose. And let me warn you, if you ever get into an altercation and they start hitting the Rock Lee pose, run. They probably be in the gym 5 hours a day minimum.
Why?
Hold on.
Why though? Like, that's not even necessary, my nigga.
Wait, is that how is he doing that like this?
First of all, he crossed them on his back.
Barbell, that's 225 on his back. With a fucking 18-wheel tractor wheel.
And you know them wheels is heavy as fuck too, right? How the fuck you get that on his back?
Why did you do that for?
How the fuck you get on his back though? That's the real question.
But hold on, no. The real question is.
Pose, run. They probably.
How the fuck did he pick this up, bro?
Yeah, how the fuck did he pick up a fucking a rat, nigga? Those shit's heavy as fuck, nigga.
Yo, bro, imagine bro going to the gym like, yo, bro, you mind if I recorded your gym? And you say, yeah, no problem. You thinking like he gonna do some weight? Bro, start picking up your machines.
Nah, imagine you go in the gym and you finish your set at the rack machine. He's like, oh, you done? You mind if I use the rack?
Yeah, he literally
picks up the whole rack. Picks up the whole fucking rack. I'm like, yo, this nigga is a deep.
Yo, bro, what the fuck
be in the gym 5 hours a day minimum. For your own safety, walk away. But before the fight even starts, I need to talk about Gaara's teammates, Tamari and Kangaroo, or however you say it, because they are really some elite level haters. The fight ain't even start yet, and Kangaroo in the back talking about, tell your friend with the shitty haircut he'll never be Gaara. Not in this lifetime. I know Naruto in his head is just like,
oh my god, bro, is dick riding all you do?
Because this shit is outrageous, and don't get me started on Tamari. Because Kishimoto takes us through her thoughts and she was really talking about his kicks are weak as hell. Like, bro, what was wrong with his kicks? And the crazy part is, if he's seen either of them in the ones, he would have packed them up and went into the next round. But let's get into it. The Proctor's in the middle like, ready? Box! And Rock Lee starts rushing him, holding that W key. But I know you see Gaara with his arms folded. And we know good and well, if someone is standing still and not moving, 99% of the
GG.
time,
Hands in the
your
pockets
attack
or
is
behind
not
the back.
going to work.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what happened. He tried hitting him with the Leaf Hurricane and that shit did not work. He gets blocked and Gaara tries to attack him. But Lee is quick on his feet, so he moves out the way. And I know you see him doing those backflips. He not taking that screen time for granted. He out here doing the most, trying to get more minutes, but he had no idea what Kishimoto had in store for him. So after getting blocked, Lee's just like, damn, he blocking my shit with this hand. Whoa,
But he's
really?
locked in, though.
I'm thinking bro about to pull up with a whole new game plan after stating that obvious ass shit, but he doesn't. He just runs back at him with no new strategy, no changes, and gets his shit blocked. And it's crazy how we found out later that the Saiyan does this shit because of his mother continuing to protect bro long after she's gone. She's really looking up with a controller, perfect carrying every attack. This man Rock Lee was doomed from the start. The odds were always stacked against him. This damn near a 2v1. This is unfair. So after a couple more attempts, shit was clearly not going anywhere. Bro even tried taking out his kunai like an Apex arrow. And he started swinging at the Saiyan. He was out there doing anything, bruh. On my first watch, this had me thinking like, damn, maybe Gaara's hating ass teammates were right. Maybe Lee wasn't all that. But then again, he's a dude with no ninjutsu going against the number one prospect. Like his life is already hard enough. They hoeing him. And I'm not gonna lie, you can't tell me the tuning exams were not rigged. Let's look at the top 3 prospects. Gaara, Neji, and Sasuke. They got Sasuke going against a Sound Village NPC, Neji going against Hinata, and no disrespect to Rock Lee, but on paper, Gaara going against...
You didn't know, for real, who the fuck?
Yeah, who is that?
Who is that?
Like, that is really a side character.
Side character number 1776.
For real, man.
That's CJ shit.
Neji and Sasuke.
Yo.
They got Sasuke going against a Sound Village NPC, Neji going against Hinata, and no disrespect to Rock Lee, but on paper, Gaara going against Lee is ludicrous. Homie shouldn't have stood a chance. I know you saw that attendance. Their whole goal was to sell out the arena. This shit is fixed. That TV over there, yeah, that shit is not random. Anyways, Gaara trips Rock Lee and tries to crush him, but Lee gets out and kneels on the statue like he's some superhero. And this is where Mike Guy comes in talking about, alright bro, you could take those heavy ass weights off. Not gonna lie though, I know he's your sensei and all, but those shits would have been off. Do you see who they got me fighting? This demon ass kid who no one played catch with?
Bro,
I'm not
been at
taking my chances.
100%
So
from
Gaara's
the
hitting
get-go.
ass teammate Tamari is sitting there talking about those weights are weak as hell and they're not
That's
about
what
to
I
make a
thought too.
difference.
Yeah,
But
that's
sure
what I
they
thought.
did.
But the thing is, I ain't know he had weights on him.
Yeah, I didn't know he had weights too, but when he said you could take him off, I saw him take him off. I was like,
Yeah.
What the fuck that's supposed to do?
Look, they look like a little piece of paper.
yeah, I was like, what is that? What is that? What is that gonna do?
Oh, watch
Their
this.
words, because once those weights hit the floor, it had everyone shocked. But look at Gaara though. He really hit him
Still
with the...
unfazed.
No reaction.
Till bro
Oh,
moved,
shit.
now look
Okay,
at him.
so
He like, hey yo, why he disappeared? Lee starts hitting around bro, just toying with him. And look at Gaara, the thought of him having to actually box is killing him right now. He
Yep.
knows he's about to get exposed for having no hands.
Yep.
The Saiyan is barely keeping up, and that's how you know his mom
looks
is
so
down in
corny,
hell
bro.
sweating right now, trying to keep up with every hit. Got her working overtime.
real.
Lee starts circling Gaara and is like, oh yeah, it's time I finally get my lick back. Starts hitting the Sonic and puts the back of his heel to the back of his head, making him look straight down. Got his ass emoting. He hitting the dab. And look at my guy back there. He hyped his shit. And I would be too, because Lee out there cooking up in his outfit. Lee said,
I'm not finished.
hits Gaara's stupid ass with a crossover and is like, hey, where your dumb ass look? Gaara gets
Had
saw
that boy
clean in
looking
the
like this,
face.
bonk.
That shit had Gaara flying. He hits the ground. And I'm not gonna lie, that shit had me smiling. I want to see Lee win. But what I didn't know at the time is Gaara had that Batman level prep time. Because he had a backup plan the whole time if his auto defense failed him. And it was to coat himself in sand armor. And I couldn't even be mad. That was a good play. Good
It
IQ.
is, bro.
You still
You
a
gotta-
bitch though, but hey, good IQ.
Damn.
The camera cuts to Gaara and we see why no one wanted to play tag with this evil ass.
weird,
Look at him,
buddy.
he out there tweaking. And
Yeah.
the reason
I'm
this
gonna
scene
kill
be
you.
living rent free in my head is because the way this man Gaara was breathing. I don't know if y'all remember, but
Yeah,
I'm
I
gonna play
think
the
I
clip
remember.
right here.
Go ahead.
He sound like a smoker.
Yeah.
Like, oh nah, do you hear this man? I am out of there as soon as he starts doing that. You're crazy. But Lee had a plan. He was ready to end this shit in one move. Hey, real quick, thank you for 252K. He took the toilet paper off his arm and started circling him like how Pegasus be doing in Beyblade. And this man Gaara really had the audacity to talk about, bro, what are you waiting for? With his arms folded sitting in the middle. Like, bro, all you do is sit there and stand because you got auto defense. You're boring as hell.
For real,
This is
though.
why I say Gaara's player comparison is Tim Duncan, because even though they're elite as hell, they got the most boring play styles of all
real,
time.
bro.
If you ever have trouble sleeping, put on some Tim Duncan highlights. I promise you it works like a charm. Lee goes in, hits him with an up tilt, which kicks him up in the air. Gaara starts getting juggled up in the air like Isaac Newton didn't invent gravity, and put him up to a place where he could die from fall damage. He wraps the toilet paper around Gaara and tilts him down head first. Then he starts spinning and sending him to the ground. First time watching it, I thought it was over. He caught him. Look at Gaara, he looks like a broken face right now. People in the stands were celebrating too. They thought Evil has lost, but we all know what happened. Somehow Brody is Houdini, and the thing that we see on the ground is an empty shell, which means Rock Lee didn't do shit, and the match is not over. I know Mike Guy mad as hell right now. Lee executed the move just like he taught him, and that shit still ain't get him. Gaara spawns right behind him and starts laughing maniacally. He sees bro with 0 stamina, and Brody started licking his lips. He sent sand at bro, and that shit pushed him back. Then he starts laughing again and launches a whole sand tsunami at bro. Yeah, this shit was getting hard to watch, and then it happened. They started showing us flashbacks of Rock Lee, and it can only mean one thing. He's about to go crazy. But before I skip the flashback cutscenes, I need to talk about the one with Neji, because this was kind of crazy. This man Neji put the heel on his shoulder and started going to work. Look at this. He hits him twice in the gut, headshots him, gut checks him again, and he ends it off with 3 more headshots. Like, he did not have to do that dirty. So after the flashbacks, they take us right back to the fight. Gaara attacks Lee, and bro moved out the way fast as hell. And you know bro is confident because he has his back turned to him right now. Gaara said, man, that shit's a fluke. Tries to attack him 4 more times, but he too is Weave Nation certified. After all those misses, Rock Lee starts to charge up. And Gaara's like, I don't know what you think you're planning, but you're not a Super Saiyan, gang. It's over. And Lee hits him with the, you are right. It is over. Bro starts charging up. He opens up the 3rd gate, and that shit got him looking crazy. This is not someone you want to fuck with. And Gaara soon found that out. Lee opens up the 4th gate and charges right at him. He launches Gaara straight up, and Gaara's just chilling peacefully in the air. Rock Lee hits him with the jump scare and starts juggling Bro around the arena. Neji is sitting there terrified as hell because he was out there greasing Lee back then. He didn't know he could do all this. And the crazy part is Lee said he was saving this for Neji. That boy Lee was out here plotting murder. If Neji fought Lee using the gates, he would have died. But hey, at least that death would be 20 times better than his original one. Bro established himself as a pencil holder.
Oh yeah, I forgot that.
At least that death would be 20 times better than his original one. Bro was.
Bro, what the fuck? Bro, what the fuck? Nah, I honestly, back then, I think Neji was one of my favorite characters. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, yo. Okay, so I did as hated him, but I liked him. I was like, okay, because every time he had that little trick and shit.
Yeah, that shit was hard,
bro.
Yeah.
And I used to play like games. And I would pick him.
Yeah, I'd pick him.
So like I was always hating on him. But I really liked that, bro. And then when he died, I was like, bro.
Like, yo, grease my man.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
Come on, bro.
Like he was really like the prophecy. Like he was that guy, bro.
Established himself as a pencil holder before he went out. That shit crazy. Lee goes in front of Gaara, says psych, and hits him with the mean duck punch, sending him beaming down. But Lee wasn't finished. He made Gaara hit the Gwen and pulls him towards him, hitting him with the punch and a kick simultaneously, completing the hidden lotus and sending him to the ground. But this is where true pain happens, cause Gaara had the gourd which was made out of sand and it cushioned the impact, making him survive that shit. And it was GG. Look at Lee, he's on all 4s and is out of energy. Gaara's bitch ass uses the last of his sand to crush Lee's arm and leg, trying to end bro's whole career. Gaara already pissed the whole block off with that shit, but homie said I got one more in me. This time, he tried to put him to sleep for good. I had to look away cause I couldn't watch him go. But thankfully, Mike Guy comes in and saves him. Since he stepped in, it gave Gaara the automatic win, but we don't care. Because the only thing that matters is that Lee is alive. He starts to walk off, and bro, this is how you know Rock Lee has that dog in him, because he gets back up bleeding in his stance, completely unconscious. That man is truly different. Anytime somebody talks about Rock Lee, they gonna start every sentence off with,
he was special.
Rock Lee was tough though. Rock Lee tough as hell, bro.
Yeah, man. And I always root for characters like that are nobodies, like they don't have the power or whatever. That it's all about sheer willpower,
Yeah.
hard work,
Yeah.
training, all that shit.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
he's the embodiment of that hard work.
No cap, man.
And then look what my guy did. He 1v1 Madara
yeah.
at his peak,
Yeah.
and Madara gave him the title of like the world's strongest taijutsu holder.
Because that nigga tough too. He
Yo.
is tough as fuck.
Yo,
Like you cannot sleep on that nigga, bro.
cannot, bro. That was
He's
so
tough.
beautiful.
But yeah, man. Anyways, man, that was that. You know what I'm saying? If y'all like Bill, like it. You can't like Bill, not like it. Or you can get a piece of fuck up. You know what I'm saying? But anybody gonna do?
Bro, I'll do a flying lotus on you, bitch.
Oh shit.
Now I'm angry.
Oh,
Now I wanna fight.
Fuck off. What the fuck? Fuck him up, my nigga.
Yo, like,
Reese
yo.
Lotus there, bitch ass right now.
The
Nigga.
fourth
Gate, nigga.
I'm about to put on 8, bro.
Nah, fuck that. Yeah, do the 8 gate, nigga. Clap everybody, nigga.
Like, damn, bro, I'm angry now. Y'all like the video, subscribe if you haven't. What the fuck?